Oh, good morning. It's a balmy 40 degrees today. The winds are going to be picking up, so I figure I got about an hour's worth of time to try and get some casting real quick before I get out of here. The winds obviously are coming in from the west. You can hear them coming through the trees, and the clouds are moving pretty good, so I got a little bit of time before it picks up here, hopefully. Anyway, today I just want to show off some cheap rods that I've been using over the last few years. This is 3 years worth of Shimano Sojourns. I think it's 16, 17, 18s models, different ones, but still. The latest one being this one here. You can tell by the it's got the EVA grip on it on the front and cork in the back. Pretty much the same, a little bit of different graphic on it. If you look here, let me see if I can show you. The graphic's got a little bit different look to it. It's got the Sojourn logo there. Last year's model was this one here, I believe, and it has that logo on it. You can tell it also has cork in the front. And then the year before that, the first ones I really rocked were these here, which is all three of these rods kick ass, believe it or not. I've used them for 3 years worth of models, and they have held up. Each one of these rods, less than $30 a piece. Definitely less than $35 a piece. So for under 40 bucks, you get a rod that obviously I've been using for quite a few years now that have held up well. If you look at them, there's nothing wrong with these rods. I mean, they are solid. They've caught me a lot of big fish, caught me a lot of little fish, and they've held up great. I'm kind of hodgepodging the reels today just so I could show them off this morning. I kind of threw them together. Couple reviews here. This one here is actually a review reel as well. But anyway, it's about the rods today. If you're looking for a cheap rod, your local tackle shop should probably carry these. If not, you can get them on Amazon. I'll put the link down below. For the money, another rod that if you're on a budget, you ain't got a ton of cash, this is actually a nice rod to get. They are made in China, so they're not Japanese Shimanos. They are Chinese Shimanos. So it's just a matter of picking one up and, pairing it with a reel. Like this setup here, this is a Sangalang, I think, reel, if I'm not wrong. Here, let me check. Yeah, there you go. $20 reel, $29 rods, under 50 bucks. You got a nice combo here, Get out on the stores, check them out. If you want to give them a shot. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers using these. It's a good all-around rod. I've had really good success with them. If you're fluking, they're good for fluke. Inshore, they're a good light rod for inshore fishing. They're all in that 6 to 7 foot range. Medium to medium heavy. I think all these are 6.6s, if I'm not mistaken. 6.6 or 6. It's what I grew up with, being 53 years old almost here, that we started with 6 foot, 6.5 foot rods, and you kind of stick with it. They're easier to handle for me. I do have some 7 footers. I have these. I have a Sojourn in a 7 foot. They are good rods. Anyway, I'm kind of battling on here. Let me get some fishing. My hands are cold. The winds are starting to pick up, and I want to try and get some fishing in before the weather takes me out. So if you get a chance, check them out. Shimano Sojourns, under $30. Great buy.